What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes. We're back with another head review. This one, kind of like the Eclipse 2, is going to act more of an overview. Obviously, I play attack. This is the Command X, Under Armour's new face-off head coming out this fall. I don't face off. I don't know a ton about it. So this is going to act more as like a tech informational video for you guys, just to let you know what's going on with it. If you want a real face-off guys review, Greg Runlian did a review. We'll link that in the description. I suggest you watch this one, get the tech features, hop over to him, see what it's really like to take some reps with it. But let's get right into it. So this is the third head in Under Armour's Command line. Like I mentioned, it's coming out this fall. And if you've been looking around closely enough, you've probably already seen it all over the place. They had face-off guys at their sponsored schools, Maryland, Yale, a couple others playing with it last year, and then guys in the Under Armour All-American game. So it's been around for a while, which means, to me, that's a good sign. It means it's pretty battle-tested before it's ready to launch. There has been a lot of high-level play on this head already, and the response seems pretty good. So just looking at it, it does have similar command styling. You can kind of see sort of the command low look, but right away you're going to notice the big difference is this is asymmetrical. So this is the first face-off head to go asymmetrical since the blade face-off from a very long time ago. And if you think about it, it does make sense. Facing off, this head is really for a face-off guy. It's not really meant as a field head. It's a very specific position, and at that point you might as well specialize the different sides for the face-off. If they're not actually playing any field with it, they're just going to FOGO pretty much. So let's talk about that a little bit. If you look at it dead from the face, you can start to see the asymmetrical nature. This side ball's flaring this way, and this one's coming in toward the middle of the head. So the reason for that is if you plane it down, they want it to flare this towards the ground so that it would be closer to the ground when you go and start your face-off, and they wanted this to come in to make like sort of a claw-like feature, so when you clamp, it grabs the ball and sucks it into the back of the pocket. So you're closer to the ground here and sort of angled down so that when you get on top of the ball, it has more of a tendency to grab the ball in. So it seems like a pretty cool feature. To add to that, they deleted a strut on, if you're looking at the head, the right side, so that would be the ground side, to presumably adjust the flex point. And they also have a difference in rail thickness going through here. So the combination of the missing strut, the rail thickness, is going to help get the flex points where they wanted them to be for the face-off. It's got speed scoop, just like the other commands, which is pretty much a Lacrosse favorite for picking up ground balls, obviously for a face-off guy. Really important. The other big feature to note on design is the throat. So you can see it's extremely short, it's really flat, there's no angle. And so people's favorite feature about the dual is the short throat. With the new rules, you can't put your head on the plastic, so it allows you to get your head as close, or your hand as close to the head as possible for more leverage. So measuring this against the dual, this takes up about an inch of the handle, and the dual is like 1.05 inches. So they are virtually the same in the amount of actual shaft that you're going to be able to, how close you're able to get your hand to the plastic. The difference is the dual has the throat plug, which secures it internally, so you don't have a lot of head rattle, and the stress of facing off won't bend the plastic here. So what they have here is 4 screw holes, it looks like. So 2 on the sides, kind of Frankenstein style, 1 in the back, and then another one. It looks like if you pop this front plate out, you can get a 4th one. So you could theoretically go screws from all angles, which I guess makes sense. I think that if you were to put them all in, they all line up perfectly. So I think with our line screws anyway, all the screws would kind of collide in the middle. So you might need to find a different length screw if you plan on using 2 or 3 or even 4 of these. But it does seem like with just the inch throat, it would secure it pretty well if you can work your way around that issue. The other final thing they did that was interesting on the string was on this top rail, the claw rail. You can see I've got one strung in Hopkins colors for their new sponsor, who will also be sponsoring this year, which is really cool. When you push the pocket in, usually you get a really big buildup of knots here where you want to clamp the ball, but they put these notches in the sidewall to allow the string to go more flush with the plastic. So it's exposing more plastic here than knots, so when you grab the ball, it's not really gonna get stuck on those soft knots. It'll hit this hard plastic first, which I really like the idea. I actually kind of wish they had gone further, because really like the goal is to get the ball down deeper in the throat. And you can see here we've still got all that mesh and strings. But the idea seemed good, and I almost kind of wish they had just done more of it. So overall, It seems like a really great option. I like how specialized it is for the face-off. I like a lot of the ideas with the asymmetrical design. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys as face-off guys really like about it. So again, check out Greg Remlin if you want a full face-off review. Maybe we'll try and get some guys on this channel face-off to review it a little further for you. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.